Thank you. Wow, I don't really know what to say. I'm so impressed with Austin, Texas. Um, Truly. I don't know if anyone knows, but I went to Del Valley School, junior high school. I went to I.W. Popham in the 5th grade. My father was stationed here twice. My daughter appeared here about 7 years ago. We had a fair, and I was traveling with her. And I decided to take the limo and just see what Bergstrom was all about. When we drive there, I kept saying, well, where's the base? He says, well, we're coming upon it. And I didn't know that can't be the base. There's nobody here. He goes, well, all the houses are gone. It's going to be an airport quite soon. And I went, oh my God, you're kidding me. This is where, I had my best memories and, being 12, 13, 14 years old. So I said, can we go through the gate? Maybe my street's there. So we went through the base, and sure enough, there was no house, but right on the side of the curb was 525 McQuirk. And I went, oh my gosh, everything is still here except the house. Very nostalgic. I kind of wanted to get out and look around, kind of feel the vibe and the energy of what it was like when I was 12 and 13 years old. Back in the day, it was a farmland. Del Valley was across the street, and we used to get our milk and eggs there. Nothing like that anymore, but what the city has come to be is pretty amazing. The fact that now you're probably the biggest city in the map today. Music, unbelievable. I think all of you are very proud of it. I'm quite proud, even though I'm not here, but my brother was born here. My nephew is here, Jonathan, tonight, who lives here. So everyone should be, I know you are quite proud, and I'm proud for you. It has just been amazing to watch the growth. And all of you, I have to say, have welcomed me, and thank you so very, very much. The hospitality, you just can't find that, only in the state of Texas, so thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I'm here this evening to present an award to the most amazing Mr. Mac Davis. And Mac is known as a man with many talents, trust me. I'm actually quite blown away myself with all his credits and all the things that you've done, Mac, truly. He has had his own television series on NBC from 1974 to 1976, The Mac Davis Show, and I used to watch that, Mac, all the time. Elvis watched it too, cheering you on. It was actually quite exciting. And he made his feature film debut opposite Nick Nolte in the film North Dallas 40. And he was listed as one of 12 promising new actors of 1979 by Screen Actors World magazine. You didn't know I knew all these things, right, Mac? You didn't know that? In 1981, he starred in the comedy film Cheaper to Keep Her, playing a divorced detective who worked for a neurotic feminist attorney. And that sounds like another Naked Gun sequel to me. In 1983, he appeared in The Sting 2 as Jake Hooker, a younger relative to Johnny Hooker, who was played by Robert Redford in The Sting. Between 1999 and 2004, Mac provided the character voices of Sheriff Buford and talk radio host by the name of Sport Jock on the animated series King of the Hill. I'm going through all of your TV and movies. Okay, you have to be known for that too. Look at you shaking your head. In 1998, Davis starred in the sports comedy Possums, which debuted at the Sundance Film Festival. And Mac played Will Rogers in the Broadway production, The Will Rogers Follies. Now, that was actually quite good. I saw that, you know. In 2000, Mac was inducted into the Nashville Songwriter Hall of Fame and was awarded a star of the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contributions to the recording industry. There is so many more credits to this, but Mac, it was just too way long, and I couldn't take the time, so I'm going to get right to the point. And this is where I know him the best, as a singer-songwriter. In 1968, Elvis's 5-year movie contract was finally over. His first project was a special for NBC to be aired in December. And it has become known, really, as the 68 special, and the success of that show brought him back to his music. He hadn't appeared in public for 9 years. He knew that critics were waiting at the sidelines to see if he still had it. His song list included his hits and some new material, and the song from that special that made it to the top 10 was Mac Davis's Memories. It was his first top 10 record. And it earned Elvis a gold record after many years of being out of the business. He never forgot that. He had come a long way from the young man who, when first introduced to Elvis, was sitting in the corner of a room respectfully playing a couple of his songs for him. Mac had written A Little Less Conversation for one of Elvis's movies, Live a Little, Love a Little, and Charo, the title song for the movie, and other songs. But at that time, none had reached the heights of Memories. After the success of that show, Elvis was inspired again to record, and he needed it badly. In January 1969, he went to Memphis to record in Chip Moman's American Sound studio, looking for new material and writers. Mac submitted In the Ghetto, which Elvis loved. But he was urged earlier in his career by Colonel Parker to stay away from message songs and political issues in his music. At first, Elvis was very reluctant because it was a song about inner city morality story that pointed a finger at social and racial injustice. He would look at, what was it? He would look at, coming from him. Oh yeah, his thing is that he didn't know if the song would be accepted by him, being a white boy, and this is basically the interracial section of actually Chicago, I believe. Is that right? So he loved the sincerity and the honesty of Mac's song, and he broke that rule. He connected with Mac's lyrics and concluded that he was one of the finest new young talents in the music industry. Within the Ghetto, Mac gave Elvis another hit song, along with Don't Cry Daddy, in which he wanted to sing for his father. After the 2 hits that he had, actually 3 hits, he wanted to go back to his record label, which was RCA at the time, and he demanded and wanted to know why he couldn't get writers like Mac Davis, complaining that the writers that he had wasn't giving him the hits that Mac was giving him. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring Mr. Mac Davis, the Texas Film 2014 Soundtrack Award.